Hi, welcome back to Recap Rhapsody. Today, I'd like to show you a thriller movie, Deception, released in 2008. The movie follows Jonathan McQuarry, an accountant in Manhattan, who works in a number of different offices. A chance meeting with a charismatic lawyer, Wyatt Bose, leads Jonathan to The List, an underground sex club. Jonathan begins a relationship with a woman known only as S. One day, he finds out Wyatt Bose is a fake name, and Wyatt is a criminal, not a lawyer. Warning, spoiler, and may containing some sensitive scenes. Please consider before watching the movie. Timid Jonathan McQuarry is an accountant in Manhattan, New York City. Late one night, while working on an audit at a law firm, he is befriended by a charismatic lawyer, Wyatt Bose. Taking the subway home, Jonathan has a brief encounter with a blonde woman. Reaching home, he notices in his bedroom a pipe is leaking and leaving a stain. Jonathan and Wyatt then become good friends. Wyatt has business in London for the next few weeks, but accidentally switches cell phones with Jonathan. Jonathan receives a call on Wyatt's phone from a woman who asks if he is free that night. He impulsively agrees to meet her at a hotel bar. When she arrives, they proceed directly to a hotel room and have sex. In the morning, Jonathan realizes that Wyatt must be in an exclusive sex club. When Wyatt calls the next day, he encourages Jonathan to continue in the sex club. Jonathan then meets an older woman who explains the rules. The initiator pays for the room. No names are exchanged. There is no rough play. Over the next few weeks, he has anonymous sex with several beautiful women. One evening, Jonathan is surprised to find that his latest encounter is the blonde woman from the subway. Instead of having sex, they order room service and talk for hours. Jonathan assumes that her name begins with an S because of her S-shaped keychain. Jonathan rejects other callers, responding only when he gets a new call from S. They again spend hours together before going to a hotel room. Jonathan returns from getting ice to find that S is missing, with blood on the bedsheets. Someone knocks him out, and when he wakes up, the room is in order. He calls the police, but his story makes the detective think that he is delusional. Jonathan looks for Wyatt, but his law firm doesn't know him, and a woman is living in Wyatt's apartment. Jonathan is surprised to find Wyatt waiting in his apartment. Wyatt is holding S somewhere and will kill her unless Jonathan steals $20 million from an investment firm he will be auditing. He must wire transfer the funds in Jonathan's name to a bank in Spain. Jonathan receives a voicemail on Wyatt's cell phone from Tina, who seems to know Wyatt personally. Jonathan goes to her hotel room, where she reveals that Wyatt's real name is Jamie Getz, and that they met at a party hosted by the wealthy Rudolph Holloway. Jonathan researches Getz, learning that he is wanted for murdering Holloway. At the audit, Jonathan executes the wire transfer. Wyatt texts a picture of S tied up in Jonathan's apartment, wishing them well. Just as he arrives at his apartment, Jonathan notices that the picture was taken before the pipe started leaking. He realizes that S is Wyatt's accomplice, but his apartment suddenly explodes, witnessed by Wyatt from across the street. Wyatt, traveling on a passport in Jonathan's name, meets Cess in a hotel in Madrid. She is upset that Jonathan is dead, but he reminds her that her $1 million share is more than she ever made as a prostitute on the street. When he attempts to withdraw the funds, he learns that the co-signer, Wyatt Bose, must be present. Wyatt exits the bank to find Des gone and Jonathan waiting. He's not dead yet, because the apartment superintendent was entering the suite just moments before Jonathan arrived. Jonathan has procured a passport using Wyatt's name. He demands a half of the $20 million. Leaving the bank, Jonathan offers Wyatt $5 million to tell him where S is. Wyatt agrees, then leads Jonathan to a quiet park and pulls a gun. Before he can shoot, Wyatt is shot by S. Jonathan pursues her, leaving behind a dead Wyatt and all the money. She apologizes to him and leaves in a cab in tears. Jonathan stays in Madrid. One day, he and Des spot each other across a plaza. They exchange smiles, and he goes to her. Video is over. Thanks for watching.